Hey everyone, welcome to How We Started. This is the show where we cover entrepreneurs and their journey where they have turned their passion to thriving businesses. We cover from anywhere from an artisanal baker to a home food maker. We cover it all. We will make sure that we give you what their challenges have been, what are the lessons that they have learned so that they make it easier for you. And also, we tell you how they are thriving in their business and important business lessons to expand it. And in today's show, we have Geetanjali, the CEO and founder of Sproutful Bliss. It is a sustainable sprout business that she has founded with a purpose in mind to make sure that she gives back a healthier alternative to your food habits to our community. So, in today's show, we are going to learn how Geetanjali got this idea, what are her products, what does she want you to assume of her products, and how has she actually started up from ground zero last year and she's built a business. Let's get into the show and meet Geetanjali of Sproutful Bliss today. Welcome to How We Started, Geetanjali. We're very happy to have you with us.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Praveen. Thank you for having me.
This entire conversation about gut health, that's also another interesting topic that's going on in the online world. Right now, everybody's talking about gut microbiome.
Yes.
Right. So, how do you think your business of Sproutful Bliss is helping everybody or anybody that's consuming, I should say, to be mindful about their gut health, and how is that in turn improving their emotional health?
That's very much close to me, the question that you asked, because I went through that. Yes, gut health is very important. Gut is our second brain. And I understand right now, everywhere this is happening. It was not happening earlier. Now you open up some documentaries, everything is about gut health. So coming back to the gut is our second brain. And the microbiomes, it consists of your bacteria, it consists of your yeast, your virus that's sitting in your gut. So basically, whatever we are eating, if you're not eating something that's conducive, it's going in and causing IBS, which is irritable bowel system. Now, if we can take care of our gut, there is a vagus nerve that goes from our gut and it snakes up to our brain. It actually connects it to our brain, and it's actually helping our body to understand what is happening in the gut and what's happening in the brain. It's a connection over there. The gut thing, as I say, is serotonin. There's, if I think we know those serotonin is a
Oxytocin,
happy.
serotonin.
No, I only go with the serotonin
Okay.
because it's a happy hormone. These chemicals or these neurotransmitters are produced in our gut. That's why everybody's talking about gut. Food is mood, and if we don't take care of our gut, the leaky gut, that's causing all the disease in our body. Because once it leaks out from the lining, it's going into the blood, and that's where the disease is happening.
Okay.
The serotonin is a happy hormone, which is 90% of that is produced in our gut. So that's the reason people are talking about it. And I think the science is now, as the scientists are coming up with all those new researches, they are coming up with, hey, this is something you need to look into, that your body needs to have the right type of food so that your gut is fine.
So it is a very interesting thing that we started talking about microbiome. I know that you've been a banker for a long time, and then you decided to jump from the banking industry to the food industry. You could have started like a fast food, making some quick bucks, because I know a lot of people love fast food, but a lot of people find it a little difficult to adopt healthy practices like sprouts or any other healthy recipes that you have. So why specifically sprouts?
That's a very close question to my heart, Praveen. Thank you for asking that. Yes, I've been a banker for a long time. That's a commercial, corporate world completely, right? Sales and all that stuff, completely different than what I'm doing now, because this is something that was always something I wanted to do. My purpose of living, my purpose of life was that, first of all, stay grounded and stay connected to the nature. When I've been going around, or when I've been into banking also, it was a fast-paced life, stressful, right? I couldn't do anything for myself because the corporate world was just sucking everything out of me. Now, at one point where I was like, I can't take the stress anymore. Either it is going to be the corporate world where I'm making money, I'm doing good, or it's me, my health, my life. What do I choose? And I'm not in a rush. That rat race is not there. I have almost close to 55 now. Am I going to start with something like, as you said, fast food? No. What am I going to do with the generations, or what are they going to be consuming? They will be consuming industrialized microbiome, which is organized. People have forgotten the real food. People have forgotten what they need to eat. Food is, emotions, right? People get connected with food and they show their emotions through that. But for me, for myself, I started doing, when I stopped my banking, I looked into, I'm going back, I looked into my things to do that I had written down. And I said, I was told that start having broccoli sprouts, start having radish sprouts. These are going to help you with your hypertension. These are going to help you with your pre-existing conditions that you have. These are going to help you with overall energy and metabolism. So first I started those on myself. I said, let me start doing it because I could never do that at that time. Now, when I started using those and I started eating them, I felt the energy levels were better. My mood swings were better. I felt much more happier because this help makes you drink more water. Also, I was hydrated. I was trying to have more of alkaline water. And then I started a community gathering once a month, like a meditation in my place. Okay, this is what I wanted to give back to community. And coming from a South Asian culture, it's always that, when somebody's coming for meditation or sandhyana, just offer something. That's how we all grew up.
Right.
So I would just prepare only the healthy stuff. Mm-hmm. Just that what is going to connect with your mind, body, and soul.
Okay.
So it was not only doing the meditation and giving them something else, heavy stuff after that. No, I would tell them, okay, you're going to sit for it. I know you're coming from work. Eat this light food, and you can concentrate. So versus coming back to your fast food, yes, I could always make money, but that is not what was the purpose of my life.
Right.
Everybody is doing that. When you go to the grocery store, you just look at the cart. The cart is all sugar. Cart is all salt. Cart is all about the can word. Why? Because people have stopped putting themselves as a number one priority. From my banking, I would always tell them, you are the number one priority bill in your life. So put yourself first.
Right. Okay.
Before you put the other bill, you make your bill payments. So that's how I go with no fast food. This is what I like to do. It's worked on me. I'm offering this to you. It's slow. The awareness has to be there. I'll have to work. I'm not stopping it, but I'll keep working.
Right. Okay.
And I will never get into fast food. I will only do this. People who want to get attracted to it will always come back.
Absolutely. So it's interesting that you said that you started kind of like focusing on your health somewhere after you've been in the banking industry, after you ran that rat race, after life started pulling you down. Let's put that as a bracket of between 45 to 50, right? So, what have you observed in the current generation? Because every generation, I feel, is starting to be more aware of health and becoming more health conscious. So, what have you observed based on you being in this business for some time? Is this generation better? Are they focusing on their health better than what the previous generation used to?
I would say it depends upon an individual and it depends upon the family or the upbringing also, right? Now, in my own house, my boys, they know what I'm doing. They will come and eat sometimes what I'm making, but at the same time, they will be okay picking up something that's just fast food. Or you don't have anything, I'll pick that up. Now, even the fast food is so much available. Uber Eats and all those things are so much available, and everything is just a fingertip. From the banking stuff, also, even the credit cards, everything is on their phone. So accessibility is so much that they've been hacked. Their brains have been hacked. So they don't think sometimes whether is this food that's what we need for our body, we need for our growth. They will just go in for an easy escape. They will just go click it and they will offer get those food over there.
Right.
So yes, this generation is there, but at the same time, on the same app, you also get healthier versions. So it is a choice that somebody makes whether they want to go in for a healthier version or they want to go in for a junk version. Because my niece, she's into healthy version and she's only 9.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's really commendable.
Yeah, she does.
So,
but my boys are mixed, and other children, when I see what they're doing, I just observe what they're doing.
oh, that's really good. So, what are your plans to make Sproutful Bliss and your products more appealing and interesting for the younger generation? Because it's important that they start focusing on health from the time that they're young, so that they don't have to do this as an aftermath after the life has sucked everything to them, so that they don't have to start from scratch. So, what are your plans of making it interesting for that strata of people?
I've been looking at meeting some naturopaths. So this is very new, as I said, right? So I'm exploring where and how I can do it. How this idea came up was actually from there. I was sitting with one of the lady, a naturopath who came for the meditation, community meditation. And I told her, hey, Kelly, I want to bring this out to the younger generation. That's where the idea actually sprouted because there's a school besides my house. I said, when I see these children at the break time, they're just going and picking up burgers and all those fried items and sugar drinks. How can I go to that school and bring them something healthier over there? That's how actually it started. So I do have a plan. It's very new. I'm also sprouting with this. This has been about 4 to 5 months. Um, I have made my pamphlets and all these, you know what? All these parents are waiting outside for the children at 3 o'clock. I've started giving them those pamphlets.
Oh, that's nice.
Hey, this is my house. This is the place. This is your child. I'm having this healthier version for them.
Right.
Because I don't know how can I get into TDSP and all those are bigger things. Let me take baby steps.
Right.
Whoever's there, give it to them. Create an awareness in the parents. This is what I have. You don't have time. I have time now. I can do this. I can prepare it. They can collect it from.
Right. No, it's interesting because the first thing about actually changing your habits is understanding or being aware of what you've been doing. Unless parents know that there's an alternate healthier choice, it's difficult. And sometimes also when they know that there's an alternate healthy choice, it's not as easy as you said, like as a clicking on Uber Eats or skip the dishes and ordering. So I love the idea of you actually going there and giving that physical pamphlet to them. And then sometimes also know that they'll ask you questions about it. So tell me about a time when you had some interesting question about a parent, and have you met an interesting parent and she's kind of like threw you in a spot?
Yeah, that's happened because, as I said, when many people come for this community meditation, sometimes new people or with parents will ask, "What is this? Is it edible, or is it? Why are you giving me the seeds? Am I supposed to grow them in a pot?" No, these are ready to eat. So I have to explain them. Hey, this is how the sulforaphane works on this one. This is what this product is about. One of the lady asked me, "Is this vegetarian?" So but that's okay. If people don't know, that made me think. Okay, the awareness is lacking. So first step of my business plan is create awareness, give them something. I will not eat just sprouts like this. It has to be incorporated with some flavorful stuff also. So I started creating few different varieties for the children, for the kids. Okay, this is how they can make it. This is how they can incorporate into their sandwiches, into their burgers, into their fries. They can put some guac on it, or they can put stuff on that one. And that's how I explained it to the mothers also. You don't have time. I can do this for you. But while standing on the road itself, I will be talking to them. There was another lady, she's from Russia. They don't know so many vegetables. She didn't even know the names of certain vegetables. She didn't even know what the sprouts are.
Oh.
So, yes, education and awareness is very important. So I keep reading. Whenever I get some new article, I will post it to them. Hey, this is what it is. Read about it. This is what the sprouts are about. They are 100% more potent than you eating a full flower of a broccoli plant.
Right.
Lentils, they are number third in the plant-based. First comes the hemp, then comes the soybean. Again, these are all science-based theory. Those whatever I read over there. Lentils come number third over there in terms of protein, and they're live with the sprouts, and they are better that way because the lectins are removed from them. That's another thing now, a buzzword, lectins, where people are saying, "Oh, it's lectins or gluten." They're all proteins. They're all proteins, but again, because of all the GMOs and things that are now happening, those things have started causing allergies. If we start eating right, food is mood, coming back to the emotions. You are what you eat, right? Because in 4 hours, this is going to become your body. It's going to make your body, it's going to make your cellular body, right? So if you are going to put garbage in your body, you are what you eat.
That's true. Garbage in, garbage out. Right. It's an interesting point at times of generation we have where we've kind of come so far from the basics of healthy eating. Because if I imagine, I've eaten sprouts growing up and it used to be a staple in my house for almost like 3 or 4 days in a week. And right now, it's not looked at as a staple, but it's looked at like as a healthier supplement. So the mindset is shifted from it being a part of your food than it being a supplement that you want to eat because of your health. So that I think is going on. But another interesting point that you made was guacamole, right? We all know avocado as a form, but I'm not sure about you, but I've started hearing about guacamole in the only last 25 or 30 years. I'm sure it was prevalent down south.
Down south.
But around the world, it is becoming more famous in the last 25 to 30 years. And do you think we can do something like that with sprouts so that it can be as a good side for any main food?
Yes. It's something again with awareness and letting people know this is a very easy product. Yes, if you don't have time, we can make it available, but this has to be grown. It doesn't have a shelf life. Now, avocados with guaca, you're going to, right? I didn't know this thing. Avocado stays, again, this is what I've heard, that it stays unripe till it is on the tree. It only gets ripened when you pluck it out and you keep it outside.
Oh.
So It has a shelf life. It can be kept for a little longer time. These cannot be kept for, if you want to have it for the health benefits, you have to consume them in 4 to 5 days. Again, coming back to that industrialized microbiome, we are comparing them. This is versus the natural food, which you need to consume then and there so that it gets in with the right nutrients. So I don't know whether it can be taken around or not, but I do know that in South Asian communities, we do have, as you said, I grew up with the monk sprouts. I grew up with mostly the lentil sprouts. This was new to me when I started 4 years back, and then I started making them, researching, studying. More aggressive was after I left banking and I had time. So I'm telling people, you can do it at your windowsill. I tried. It didn't happen when I was working because sometimes I would forget to rinse, do all those stuff. But do it. If you can do it, do it. Otherwise, I'm here. You can order. If I'm here in the GTA, right, we can always give you. But again, whenever I give the sprouts out to people, I don't care if I've told them again, I have to tell them again and again. Wash them, rinse them, eat them in 4 days. That's my standard. No matter I go and deliver it 5 times to the same customer.
Right. Okay. Okay.
So they remember that it's not a shelf life product that you're bringing from the grocery. You're going to keep it for 15 days and say, I forgot about it. This is for 5 days. You bring it, you consume it, and it's done.
Okay. One thing I remember about this product, again, this is from my childhood, so I might be wrong. Correct me if I am. Is as somebody that always used to hit the gym ever since I was 14, I've been told by my instructors at the gym when I was asking about what can I do for my protein. So I'm a vegetarian. So one of the two things that they always suggest, like if you're a vegetarian, is plant protein. From the source of plant protein is one is sprouts, the other one is chickpeas.
Okay. Yeah.
Right. So I was thinking that, it could be true or not. So just for the viewers, because there are so many teens that are going to hitting the gym, right, and so many of them, they are vegan and vegetarian. So they're all kind of like switching to these plant-based protein powder that are sold off the shelf, which could be less healthier than this. And as a matter of fact, sprouts is a natural thing and it could be more nutritional and healthier than that. So tell me, how does this actually improve in the protein quotient for anybody that's young and wanting to take it as a supplement?
I would like to laugh at this because the same thing happened with my son, and he goes to the gym. He eats meat, and every time I will be making these things, and I would say, and his friend opened up a gym.
Okay.
So I said, and this is recent. I said, Rakshit, can you take this, my plant-based protein bowl, which has also quinoa in there because quinoa is again good protein. And I made the whole with chickpeas. It's got beans. It's got my sprouts, lentil sprouts, or 2, 3 different lentil sprouts, pea sprouts. So about 5 to 6, 7 sprouting I make. And this is one bowl that I make. It's just plant-based protein, but it's just not one. Like not only chickpeas, because you need variety, right? So I would make all that, and I said, okay, Rakshit, take it. And he's like, oh, I'm not doing it. I said, but he's your friend. Like those kids come home, take it to him. So he took it to him, and then he calls me back home, and he calls me home, calls me, and he says, oh, that salad was sick. No, I don't understand their slang. I said, oh, it was sick. Okay, it's okay. Fine, leave it then. Don't. He goes, no, my friend, the gym guy said this is sick, man. Do you eat this? And he said, and he kept quiet because he doesn't eat it. So he told him, he said, if you start eating this, you will have your 6-pack. So he was like, okay, can you make 8 containers for my friend? He wants the salad from you. This plant-based protein incorporated with the other nutrients actually is a very good source of vegan and vegetarian for people who are vegan and vegetarian.
Okay.
Yes, chickpeas, high on that. Green peas and the white peas are also there. The green mung. There are a lot of plant-based. I'm vegetarian. I'm 55 years and I'm vegetarian. So far, I've not had any of my blood work saying that I've had any imbalances other than that menopause time where the iron was low, B12, but now it's all fine.
Okay, good. So I think I'm kind of like soaking myself into your product now. But this question came to my head. The name was pretty catchy, like Sproutful and Bliss. So basically, you eat it and you feel happy. And that's what I quickly got into it. And that gives you a sense of kind of a comfort and at the same time, a reassurance that, hey, this is a good product. But I want to ask your thought process. How did you come up with this name and what went behind kind of like framing it?
Mindful eating. Again, I always say connect to your food because that's going to become you, right? It's all about mind, body, and soul. And older sister, I was sitting with her and I said, I was talking to her and I said, these are the few things that I would love to name. And then she gave me a few of them. So when she sent me a few of the names that I could keep, when I opened up the phone and I saw, I didn't see anything else. The first thing that came and I saw was, I told, okay, let me know which is it. This is what it came up. And I asked myself, why this? It says, you are into mind, body, and soul, this is Sprouts. It's full, complete food by itself, and bliss. So it gets in and it is emotional eating. It takes care of your body. And the bliss that you feel, first you feel it yourself.
Right.
And then when you have people coming in, even for the meditation, talk about it, eat this and connect with this and feel the bliss of it. So that's how it came up.
So let me ask you, when did you actually start this?
Last year, September, October, like actually started doing proper sprouting. As I said, prior to that, 2 years back, when my naturopath told me do this for myself, I didn't have time to do it with the corporate world. April 2024, I left banking. I gave a few months to myself to relax, calm down, remove all that burnt out me, the old me with the new me to be coming here. That's when as I said, I opened up my things to do that I wanted to do for my more clarity. What is next that I want to do?
So now it's been about 8 months now since you
About 8
started.
months, yeah.
So how has your journey been? Like, do you think you've taken the right decision?
I have taken a right decision because it's a beautiful product. And so far, whoever has eaten it, they have said it's nice. There is one company making it. I think I've seen Foodland or something in the market. Just the Sprouts, not the microgreens. And I have tried them long time back, but that time I didn't know the flavor and taste of it. My sister-in-law went and picked those up and she said, oh, I got them over there. And she tried them. And when I gave her this, she said, there is a difference because it's not about the product being there. It's about the product, that seed that I'm picking up. How organic is it? How is it being sprouted? So she told me, hey, there's a difference in this. So then I brought the product. I kept both of them and I told people to try both.
Got it. And so when you're kind of actually giving the samples, does it happen at the storefront or how are you making the sampling plans go ahead?
You know what I've done is I've been going to few stores because, as I said, this is a challenging product. As you said, why didn't I start with the fast food? I can still start a little place and do this, but I just don't want to be limited to the one place only. This has to, as you were saying, can it be taken like how the avocados are coming up? This has to sprout around because it's a product that is very, very potent and very nutrient. So what I was doing was, yes, I was going to the stores. I've been giving samples. People have, out of 10, maybe one will come back and say, okay, bring your product. Only one place has so far said, okay, fine, why don't you keep I told them, I said, hey, I want to display my product here and I want to create awareness. I will bring the stuff here. You tell me how much you will charge for the table.
Okay.
So far I'm doing this. The other person said, okay, fine. This is what we'll charge you. Place your table. You cannot sell them, but you can let it out for tasting.
Got it. Okay.
So my job is to let them taste. Then people were coming and they said, oh, this is a very good product. Even in the South Asian grocery stores, they said, it's a very good product. Thank you for bringing it to us over here because we've been looking for it and we are not getting it around. Will you be bringing it over here? I said, that's the owner of the store. Thank him for letting me bring it here for the display. Now it depends upon him. My job is to bring it, show it to you, give it to you people for sampling. How the business comes from him, it depends upon him. So yes, I'm doing that and I'm giving it out to people for sampling. Whoever I see, I carry it and I give it to them.
Okay. So if I can ask you to summarize your business learnings and your strategies that's worked out and not worked out in 1 minute, right? I know I'm doing an injustice.
No, that's fine. I'm very new. I don't have much to do it because I'm trying all different ways of bringing this out. Yes, what I'm doing is I'm just going to the mom and pop type of stores because if I have to reach out to the bigger corporate or bigger stores like Superstore, Whole Food, they will ask me 100 questions. Where are you already supplying? What is this? They need a proper marketing structure, which I don't have right now. So farmers market is something that somebody told me. I approached one lady so that I can sublet it over there. That's a strategy I'm going with for now, for this 1 year, that just create awareness, give it to people, go to the farmers market, go around and display your product. And then now in another few months, I'm going to be hitting out. I actually hit the gym also. And then once people are aware, they start taking it, then I will be looking at, okay, what's the bigger way to go? One step at a time because it's totally new to me. I'm being very candid. I'm also learning as I'm going. It's like, crawling, starting to walk, falling.
Right.
That's what I'm doing right now.
No, absolutely.
And I've also approached, I have to go to the hospital also. My cousin works, she does not work, she does volunteer at that place. I'm trying to get to people with, having health issues already to start with this thing.
It's been super engaging and interesting to learn a lot about your products. It was healthy and also it tastes amazing. So we got the best of both worlds.
Thank you.
And one of the interesting things that we actually found when we were tasting your product was most of the products that you're using around your sprouts or the healthy bite or the energy bites all looks to be very sustainable. So how does sustainability and sproutful bliss go hand in hand, and what's your aim towards spreading that sustainability in your future products?
Again, Praveen, as I said, it's very new. I'm looking for the sustainable products, but I'm creating awareness to people. I'm getting pre-orders. I'm getting people coming B2C, which is business to customers. So either people are bringing their glass jars. Many places are doing, even in Europe, they do that. They're bringing their glass jars. I fill them up and I give them a little extra because thank you for bringing those jars, and they get it. Or if I have to take it like a bigger orders, I take them in a paper bag. Now the plastics right now I'm using the plastic containers, which I'm not a big fan of plastic. I still have to, what I'm doing is I'm keeping those paper towels, or I'm getting the certain strips that I've ordered from one of the distributor that actually does not let the plastic interfere with my sprouts, because these are 100% organic. Again, I say 200%. Sustainability is, this is from your, let's say, windowsill to your plate. So the sustainability, it's not traveling from far distance.
Mhm.
This is here. In 4 days, 5 days, you order, you get it, you consume it in 4 days. It's not like a shelf life product. So people have to be aware. Do not compare it with, okay, we are going for grocery, we are buying a weekly grocery, we need a shelf life. This is organic, 100, 200% organic. You're picking it up, your responsibility, because it's your health, your body, because this is going to become you. Consume it between 4 to 5 days. Period.
Okay, which is actually very true. I see a lot of products claiming that they're organic, no preservative, yet they're sitting on the shelves for about 6 months, and I'm wondering how.
How?
So
I don't know.
your product talks to itself. And I like the fact that you're being candid to say that yes, it's organic. Yes, there are no preservative. At the same time, don't expect it to last long. Because of that, all that, it has a shelf life of 4 to 5 days, which I think we're able to connect the dots that way.
It is a very primitive thing also, right? When think about when we used to make our, like our ancestors, they didn't have any fridge or refrigerators.
Mhm.
Food was cooked, consumed, done, over. They were healthy. They were all fine. Things started only when industrialization happened. We started consuming things frozen, this and that, all that stuff. So I'm bringing that sustainability, that primitive thing back again, back to roots. And it's a very simple thing. It's just coming, it's ready, and you're consuming it. So that's my sustainability. Again, as I said, other sustainability thing is it's not traveling from anywhere. It's straight here. And again, bring your own containers and fill it up.
Excellent.
And I'll give you extra for that.
Okay. For anybody that's watching, sure, this is a good motivation for them to bring their own container, because one, you get healthy food, and you also get extra bit
You
of
get
that.
extra. Yeah, it's an appreciation. You always have to give some reward to your kids also. It's the same thing.
Excellent.
We all love it, right? If you go somewhere and somebody appreciates what you've done, that is appreciated. We all like it.
Right. Good. So, what's one question that young people should ask about their health right now? What is that? Since you've kind of like have seen that all, and you're trying to like make sure that you're spreading awareness about this healthy product, what's one question about their health you think young people should be asking, especially for someone that's between the 20 to 30 years of age bracket?
Food is mood. Why they ask, why do I eat this, and why would I make a change? So food is mood. Let food be thy medicine. That's what I say. That do that one. Simple thing, and just be aware with what you are consuming.
Okay. So, interesting answer. Food is mood. I'm going to take that back
Food
home.
is mood.
It's very powerful.
And why food is mood? They can ask me that. Why food is mood? What do you mean? It's an open-ended question, basically. Why food is mood? What are you talking? Because you will hear what's at the end of your fork. Let food be thy medicine. These are things we are already listening. But food is mood. They'll say, what do you mean by that? So that now open-ended question leads to different things, because that is covering up. It encompasses your emotional health, and it now gives me an option of talking about the product and its ingredients and how it's going to change their mood. Because as I don't know whether I said that, because the sprouts, they have sulforaphane, and that's a compound that can actually cross the blood and brain barrier, and which is very important for the mental health.
Right. Right.
So that can enhance our mood. That can enhance the youngster's mood.
Right.
That's what it is.
Okay. So this is actually a good product in here. And I love the labels and all your logos. Does it mean something? Like the logos over here, how did you come up with this? It's
It just
very simple and
resonated.
fun.
See, it's all the earthy colors.
Yeah.
Yellow, green, and blue. Blue is the sky, and
Okay.
yellow and green is your base. Like the greenery and the yellow
Right.
yellowness in the tree. It just resonated with being natural, just
Good.
being
Okay.
yourself.
Yeah, so it gives them more grounding and be grounded to the
Grounding,
nature.
yeah, connected to nature, and it just because it's sprouting. See, it's nature.
Right.
The whole thing you're eating. It's a very delicate natural product. That's why.
Interesting. Okay. Great. I want to kind of like thank you for all the valuable inputs you've given. And as we are wrapping up this episode, what's one silent truth you want to tell young entrepreneurs and also budding entrepreneurs like you, irrespective of where they are in their life? One silent truth that you've experienced after starting this business and they should be ready for if they decide to jump into this bandwagon.
So, what I would tell whoever is getting into whatever they're trying to do, Praveen, follow your dreams, follow your gut. They say the gut feeling, the butterfly feeling.
Right.
Follow that. That is where the truth is, and don't give up. If something has come up to you, hurdles will come, but stay focused on what you are looking at accomplishing. In between, whatever comes, that's just a part of your journey. Enjoy. Out of 10 people or out of 100 people, only one will come to you, but don't lose hope. Be very positive, optimistic about what you're doing, because in the end, you're going to accomplish what you want or what you need.
Excellent. I love it when it comes from you, especially you've seen it all, and yet you've decided to start from scratch and you're persevering it. So thank you. Really appreciate that inputs to all. And I think the entire time that we spent conversing about Sproutful Bliss and the product and the strategies that you've used in business has been very helpful personally to me, and I'm sure it's the same for the viewers. And I would like to close this episode over here by wishing Sproutful Bliss, making sure that you're able to bring that bliss for a lot of people in our community. So
thank you so much. This Sproutful Bliss is ours. It's our community. It's not mine only. I'm just a starter because it came to me. Help me raise the awareness, and let it just spread.
absolutely.
Just spread it. That's all.
Absolutely. This is the hidden goal. Thank you for showing us the hidden goal. And thank you for showing the world this hidden goal. And I'm sure this will eventually become to be something that's going to be there on everybody's plate as a staple meal, back to basics of where we were before
Thank
30
you.
years. Thank you.
I'm just a source. I'm just following whatever has been guided to me. I'm just a source. Thank you so much. Thank you for your time and energy. And thank you for all the questions that you asked. They were all close to my heart. And every moment of it, I enjoyed it.
Thank you, Geetanjali. And viewers, today's episode has been super exciting for me, and I'm sure it's the same way for you as well. And you're able to learn a lot of valuable lessons from Geetanjali's journey. Geetanjali started Sproutful Bliss business from scratch, knowing nothing about it. Yet, what was important really for her was the purpose, the ikigai, as they say. She found a purpose in giving back to the community, and that is a very important part of her business. If you find value in such episodes and such content, make sure that you do like, share, and subscribe to How We Started so that we can bring more such valuable episodes to you and more such interesting people like Geetanjali in the future episodes.